Okay. So we're having guests over.
Yes.
So just want to make a salad.
A quick salad by tfal&chi. Thank you for joining us. All right.
Healthy salad, right?
Yes.
So just 2 bowls, just some kale in there. We actually have kale in our farm as well.
It's growing.
It's going wild, right? So let's do this. So when you do tomatoes, right? I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. When you do tomatoes, you don't really want the seeds in there. I mean, it doesn't hurt. You can eat it. So I just cut that and I put that. That's why I like this kind of chopping board. It's got the crevices in there. It's for you to just add things you really don't want to put in your food. Just move it to the side, right?
Oh, I didn't know that's what that was for.
That's what it's for,
So
yeah.
It made the board look fancy.
Exactly, but it does that too.
Okay.
The 2 things, and so if you can see this, as we talk about, like when you chop tomatoes, right?
I was going to ask you around are you using a really sharp knife or?
Yeah, always make sure you use a really, really sharp knife. You're less likely to get injured when you use a really, really sharp knife as opposed to a blunt knife, because with blunt knives you're cutting harder and you can slip and slice a finger or something. So, and always make sure you keep your knife on the board even when you're cutting, right? So you can watch the knife stay on the board, so just like so. Knife never leaves the board.
Oh,
That's a good one. So
I need to check on the chicken.
Check on, yeah, go ahead. We're making chicken for our guests as well. So baby's out there checking to make sure chicken is not burned. So who likes to eat burned chicken? Nobody. So, all right, babe, I'm gonna need you to help me get a bowl as well to put all this corn in there as well. Okay. Did you hear that?
Yes, the chicken is done.
The chicken is done.
Perfect.
That chicken is done.
It's in the oven and
So,
really cool.
I hope you're having a good day today. If you're watching us, we're in North Carolina. We're in Durham, and I think Durham has all the trees in the world. There's so many trees here. Literally all the trees in the world live here in Durham. I think. Babe, can you check that? Yeah. So it's literally on our property alone. I think we probably have over 1,000 trees on our property. It's crazy.
Maybe not 1,000, but
How about
pretty close.
What about 800?
Pretty close. So
Pretty
what
close.
did you need from me?
Right. So I'm gonna need. How about get me a bowl to get this out of the way?
That's good.
All right. And so thank you. So put that in there.
And compost too.
Yeah, so
that's
put it aside so we
Okay.
can see. So we keep cutting, right? So now I'm gonna go quick so you can see that. And that's done. So I'm gonna put that in there. We're making 2 bowls of salad because we want to make sure we have more salad than anything else. That's the whole idea. You want to have a lot of crunch in your food. So that's it. See that? You can see that clearly. And I remove the seeds. And if you throw the seeds in your garden, they'll grow.
Yep.
All right, we did that and it did.
Yes.
So
We can't wait
we're
to
talking
show
from
us
experience, right?
From the farm.
Yeah.
So now we have all the lycopene and the stuff from the kale, but it's still kind of. What else do we need for this salad?
It's coming up. It's going to be exciting. We love to make and add so much to the salad, right?
Right.
So we're still slicing. So I think we have. Let's just do one more. How about that? Just one more, because we love lycopene. We want lycopene in our diet, and so we have that.
Okay.
And this can take a break.
Yes.
So
What else?
I wanted to add, apricots, right? And you can buy these apricots. Make sure you buy them without sugar.
Added sugar.
No added sugar.
They have their own.
Yep. They can open the pack for me.
Yeah.
Just apricots, right?
Yeah. So that
But-
gives you sweet.
Yeah. So you want some sweets in there. Make sure you can add things like apricots in there. Give me quite a few there. Okay, that's perfect. That's good.
Yeah.
So you can see, and we mentioned this, apricots are very high in probiotics. All right, they're one fruit that's got tons of probiotics in it. So like, we've done shows on probiotics and gut health, gut flora, gut biome, dysbiosis, all that stuff, right? So we chop. Chopping is a good thing. It's actually healthy, you know that?
Yeah.
There is something about chopping that, actually helps your guns as well. I see. So, yeah. So let's do this. So babe, can you get me some feta cheese?
Okay.
So we need feta cheese and if also some fresh lemons. We're gonna put some fresh lemons in these as well. So we're gonna squeeze away. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. So let's move here. Let's move along. Want to make sure we can get this done quickly.
Yes.
So apricots. Yeah, perfect.
You want one or two?
Give me.
It's really big.
One is good because this is very juicy. Seems like.
Yeah, it seems very juicy.
Yeah. So
feta cheese.
Feta cheese, awesome, perfect.
And then, did you want any kind of apples or anything?
Yeah, can you get me one apple, please?
Green or red?
We want red.
Okay.
I think the ones at the very bottom of the refrigerator, the very bottom, just left. One.
Just one?
Yeah, just one is good. So as baby's looking for an apple there, I keep chopping. I'm the chop master in this home. Right, babe?
Right.
Right. Nobody chops.
I'm watching your guns when you chop.
Yeah. Those are the only guns you'll find in this house.
Yes.
Yes.
The best kind.
Yes. So we have that. Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay. All right. Baby, are you okay?
Good.
All right. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Just bring it. We're good. We're good. All right. Fair enough. Let me have the apple. Are you okay?
Good.
Let me
I'm
have
good.
it. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. All right. Let's do this. That was just my wife just falling over herself. If there is something to fall over, she'll find it. That's all. That's all I do.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'll make this stuff up. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, so while you're chopping and showing the
Don't
guns,
fall. Okay.
no,
Okay.
I just want to look at that. The colors are just like amazing.
Okay.
So
apples, crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. You want crunch? You make it crunchy and sweet. And these are natural sugars. So some of you who are thinking, oh, all these sugars, natural sugars are processed very differently from simple sugars and processed sugars metabolically, right? So when you have a candy from the store, processed sugars, that kind of thing, you're more likely, if you do that often, to have diabetes. You can eat apples and all this all the time. You won't get diabetes, right? Your body treats it differently.
absolutely, and that sugar craving is met because we're getting the natural sugars. When we eat all the stuff, we find out you're still craving more sugar. You're hungry because your body doesn't know what to do with all that stuff. It just stores it as fat.
Yep.
So I like that because kale is kind of a little bitter, or it's not the sweetest green, but then you have all these other things in there to make it. The colors are just great.
Correct.
Yeah.
Feta cheese. So those are Mediterranean people that live long, healthy lives. They eat almost everything with feta cheese, right? They will even do this. They have very healthy breads that they eat. They will eat it with feta cheese and olive oil, full of protein, right? So you can get them in blocks.
Yes.
And or you can get it big, but to get it cheap, go to Mediterranean stores. If you go to Western stores, they're going to be more expensive. But get it wherever you can, right?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we go. We sprinkle cheese in there, and we sprinkle, right? It's gonna be a cheesy kind of day. We love cheese. I love cheese. Yeah, that's
It's
it.
a really good. Wow, that is really good.
Yeah.
Okay, one color that we don't have that I like is. Are we gonna do it in purple?
Yes.
Do you want
how about
purple
some
cabbage or purple onions?
both. How about that? Let's do that.
More chopping.
So let's move here. Let's move here.
More
We'll move.
guns.
Let's move. Let's move. Let's move.
Okay, let's move. Let's move.
Okay. All right.
And this was already
add more apple to that with for you.
Okay.
Babe, are you checking the chicken?
Yes, it's done.
Okay, perfect.
Turned it off.
Perfect.
Good. Okay. I guess we'll have chicken that is not burnt.
Hallelujah.
Yes. Ooh, I love the purple. When you talk about eating the rainbow, ooh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
But your salads are good to look at and taste awesome too. So that's purple cabbage.
And guess who loves this in this house?
Our-
It's got 4 legs. 4 legs.
Dog.
And Doug loves this stuff. If she sees this now, she's coming to get some, right?
This is her.
So,
This is her favorite treats. One of her favorite treats. She loves
Yeah.
bananas and she loves mangoes
yep,
and purple cabbage.
purple cabbage.
If she sees purple cabbage,
It's on.
it's on. This is what we use to get her to do anything we want.
Yeah.
Purple cabbage.
So if you ever come in to visit us and you want a dog to love you, bring some purple cabbage with you, all right? So, all right,
All right.
we chop. Good.
Okay.
All right?
So you go across the.
Yeah, and you can make just, because it depends on how you know, some people love filling their mouth with crunch and all that, but
Okay.
I just like to just quarter it,
Okay.
make it as small as possible.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So your knife is never leaving the.
It's never leaving the
Wow.
table, right?
So even an accident-prone person like myself
Exactly.
would do okay.
Yeah.
All right. Purple onions?
A
Or
little bit
with
more
it?
purple onions.
No, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
because we want as much fiber in the food as possible.
Ah, fiber.
Did you hear me say fiber? Yes, because purple onions is stuffed with fiber. If you didn't know that,
Yes.
take that nugget away with you today. It's full of fiber, all right?
Small but mighty.
Small but mighty, yes.
And
that's
fiber
what-
is also a good probiotic, right?
Exactly. And who has this in their garden?
tfal&chi.
tfal&chi, yeah. We have purple onions in our garden as well. So, we literally plant everything we eat. So, if we can eat it, we try to grow it in our yard. And yeah. So this, another good thing about purple onions is that it's this social friendly kind of onion, right?
So
What
we
does that
can have
mean?
this salad on date night.
On
We
date
do
night.
have it on date night, which is
Exactly.
every night, by the way.
Exactly.
But I like how you
Yeah.
said social friendly onion.
Yeah, because the alternatives, you know, the other onions, white onions and all that, which are awesome,
They're
but
good for stews. The yellow
yeah, they're good
ones.
for stews. But when you do eat them in a salad or sandwich, it's gonna be challenging getting close to people to talk to them because it's just onion. It's just
Yeah.
So, but with this, nothing. No one
Wow.
will ever know you had an onion if you ate this and talked to anyone, right? So, but
And
that's
you don't
but that
have
shouldn't
to-
just stop you from eating onions.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I know.
We're just saying, right?
It has fiber. It
Yeah.
has a beautiful purple color.
Yeah,
It doesn't make your breath stink.
yeah.
And it is doesn't make your eyes water either. That's what I
It doesn't
noticed.
either. Yeah,
It
it
doesn't
doesn't.
give you the
Yeah, so it's a win-win in every way, and this you just can cut lengthwise versus and you just you cut that lengthwise, and just go over there, and a lot of people that are like, oh, onions. Sometimes you put this in salads, you don't even know it, and when you see it, they just because it doesn't have that end, you know. All right, so
I
let's
just
go.
love watching you chop.
I'm the master chopper. So we have that. So next,
good.
Babe, can you give me a sieve?
See, I know
No,
for the
to
onion.
this.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
so
this
let's-
part.
Let's do that. So let's get
Guys,
that.
wait for this part.
We're getting there. We're getting close.
I love this part.
We're
It's
getting
good.
close. Yeah, that'll work. That'll
And
work.
then you're gonna need your stuff for your salad, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we can use those wooden ones we got
Yeah.
today. So a trick with this is that when you have, because we never buy store dressings. Yeah, thank you, honey. So she just pointed out coconut shavings. Yeah, coconut shavings are awesome. Coconut gives you the good fat that you need as well. So we get the shavings, or you can see that. It's dry, there's no sugar added. You shouldn't have to buy fruit that has added sugar because fruit is already sweet, right? So you sprinkle all over. just like so. We like to make salads as rich as possible because we have salad as what, honey?
As a whole meal.
As a whole meal, that's right. That's what we do, as a whole meal, because you don't have to have quote unquote food on the side and then salad. Salads can be a meal as well.
This is so filling. Oh my gosh, right? You talked about the protein, the healthy fats, the fiber. Fiber keeps you full.
Correct.
All the time.
Now let's do this. So the trick.
Okay.
So you don't just cut, if you're going to use it, because we don't buy store dressings at all. We haven't done that. We don't do that. It's just full of fats and sugars. You can read the label if you like. You know, if you don't believe us, read the label. It's just full of sugar and fat. And also it's got preservatives. That's why it's got a shelf life. This does not have a shelf life. If this sits here in a couple of days, it will be bad. You gotta throw it away. No shelf life. So you want to stay close to things that don't have shelf lives, right? So you grab this. You can see me roll, right? Let me do it this way so you can see. Just roll, just with a little pressure. And what you're doing is just getting all the juice to get to the center. That's it. All the juice goes to the center. So all of it goes to the center with a little pressure. And you can see, you can feel that.
Yeah, this is a nice plump one.
Yeah, it's a nice
Sometimes
plump,
they're a little hard, but when you do that, it allows the stuff to
Yeah.
go in. But this one's pretty cool.
And when you go to buy lemons in the store, you can just feel them. If it's got a lot of like skin around it, it's likely it doesn't have a lot of juice in it. You want the ones with thin skin in it, real thin skin. You can tell, right? But when it's got all that
really,
stuff
you can
real
tell.
thick, you can tell there's barely any juice in it. So you grab, you slice.
So we like to, like, when we buy stuff like that,
Yeah.
like actually be able to feel it, because sometimes they put them in a bag.
Yeah, you can.
And you know, some of them are
squeeze.
wow, yeah.
So you can squeeze in, and the seed is there to catch the seeds because you don't want the seeds in there. It won't kill you, but you also want it in there, right?
Kind of,
yeah, it's just a bother, yeah. So you squeeze all that in there, right there,
Awesome.
right there. Let's see, I missed one, yeah, I missed one there. Okay. So then for the other bowl, we squeeze it away again as well. We've got two bowls going here. We squeeze, you can see that. One of this seems to get away. Squeeze, 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 and squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze. Perfect. So, and the ones that get away, you just pull them out. Those are the ones that really want to be eaten, but we don't want to eat them. So we'll just get them out, right?
Yeah, we're growing lemons, by the way. We have 2 lemon trees.
Two lemon trees. They're little yet, but they'll get there.
Yeah, they'll get there.
So, babe, I need olive oil. If you could, please.
Of course.
And I think we're gonna be good.
We're good, right?
Yeah. So we got all. So we never run out of olive oil in this house. It's a staple.
Yes.
All right. It's the best fat you can get for your body, especially for cooking. It doesn't burn quickly when you use it, but the best way to use olive oil is in its rarest form. When you go to buy olive oil in the store, if it's in a clear bottle, you don't want it. Run away from it. Olive oil should stay in dark bottles, even in the store. That's how you know the quality is legit. It should be in the dark bottle because it's olive. Is supposed to stay in that way to maintain its integrity and the structure.
They usually, the ones we get are like brown bottles or dark green bottles.
Yeah.
Now I know why.
So you can see that.
Olive oil, big part of Mediterranean. And actually when you put it on fruits and veggies, it allows you to absorb the phytonutrients in them more.
Exactly. It allows you to get,
it actually
it's good for absorption for your body to take it.
it.
So you can be liberal, you know, just be liberal.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
yes.
Ha. So, okay. What next?
Good. It looks great.
It looks great. So we're gonna mix now, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. So.
And sometimes we put nuts in ours, but we have guests, we don't know what nuts stuff.
Exactly. So
oh my gosh, this is gorgeous.
You can see that. You can see that.
Wow, that looks great.
So.
Wow.
And just keep it close to the board so it doesn't, Thank you. All right. And what we're gonna do, just add a little bit more feta cheese in there.
Okay.
And now we'll mix the second bowl. You can see that. did I put olive oil in that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Both.
good. So we're
Yeah,
gonna add a
both.
little bit more. You can never go wrong with that. It's not gonna hurt you. It's actually very good for you. And we'll add a little bit more cheese down. And
Yeah, it's a great
go.
salad.
Yep, we'll go. And we'll go. Perfect. All right.
It looks really good.
And we'll mix away. And let's put a pinch of sea salt in there. Babe, can you get me
Okay.
some sea salt? We're gonna put a pinch of sea salt in here. And whenever you get salt, stay close to sea salt if you can. And stay close to iodized salt as well. Salt that has some, I mean, it's right over there. And salt that has some iodine in it. You need iodine. Everyone needs
For sure.
it, right? For a thyroid. Right?
Yes.
So,
Iodized the salt.
You gotta
So
have
this
that.
is iodized
It's
sea
iodized
salt.
sea salt. So,
Just
salt
bleach.
is very important. A lot of salts out there are bleached and processed, and the iodine nutrients is taken out of it. So make sure you get salt. Don't get the cheapest salt. Salt is cheap for the most
It
part.
is, yeah.
But don't get the cheapest salt in the store, right? The one that's like 20 cents. No, right? We don't want that, right? Maybe just, just a little, Because we want to make sure you get the iodine you need, because your thyroid functioning properly is super important. And why is that, doctor?
That is absolutely important for all the metabolic processes. When
Yep.
your thyroid is hypo or hyper, it throws up everything. Controls all your metabolism and your metabolic processes.
Yep.
Your digestion, your concentration, so many things.
Weight
the
gain,
GI
all of
tract,
that.
everything.
GI tract, everything.
Yep. The metabolic rate, really.
Yep, metabolic rate.
And that controls a lot of things, your weight and set point and how many calories you're burning at rest, which is your basic metabolic rate. So it's really important. And I mean, this salad, the textures are just, you have the kale that's kind of chewy, you have the purple cabbage that's crunchy, you have the apples crunchy, the apricots really sweet, and tomatoes,
So,
onions, fiber.
all of that. So that's a meal right there. So I guess you'll be here in a couple of hours.
No, actually, we're going to be here in less than an hour.
That's not, that's fine.
That's
An
awesome.
hour, a couple of hours, an hour.
No,
Same,
that's
same
good.
thing, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's tfal&chi making a quick salad. Join us. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button right there, so you can watch more of these videos. We do a lot of different videos, and tell us what you'd like to see.
Right.
We'll be right back.
Yes. Tell us, hit subscribe, share the video, and let people know about our site. All
That's
right?
it. Share with as many people as you can. All right.
Okay. Bye.
Love you. Bye bye.
Bye.